And welcome back. With the struggling economy, many Americans are tightening their budgets. But if you're a bride-to-be, your big day can still be grand. Tulsa People Weddings magazine etiquette columnist Joan Hoar joins us this afternoon with tips on great ways of having a wedding, even in this sluggish economy. Good afternoon, Joan.
Hi, it's good to be here.
Good to be here. Well, we know that weddings can be very expensive, but they don't have to be, right?
Absolutely. You know, in the last few years, they have really gotten out of hand. But I think this might be a year for us to think about how we can do something beautiful and meaningful and yet not spend all the money that's been spent in the past.
Okay. Well, how do you do that?
Well,
because a lot of people think it's your big day, so therefore you should just go all out.
Well, it is your big day, and
Right.
you should go all out in a manner of speaking. But the very first thing you can do that's going to ensure the wedding you want at a cost that maybe fits within your budget is careful planning. For us, those of us who like to put things on pencil and paper together, that's not a problem. But if you're not a regular planner, this may mean sitting down and very carefully thinking through what is most important to you. You know, if it's your flowers or if it's your dress or whatever, be sure that you know that that's important. Put together a calendar, because being able to reserve the places that you want means that you won't be stuck at the last minute paying for some high-priced place. You know, make yourself a calendar and make a budget and be realistic with your budget. What amount of money do I really have to spend?
Okay. Is there anything you could do that maybe could help people with the clothing? Because a lot of people, bridesmaid dresses, tuxes, I mean, is there some things that you could bypass on and still be, you know, proper?
Well, absolutely. And that really goes down to the heart of what kind of wedding you're going to have. And I wish we had that great store that we have on the East Coast where girls just rush in and grab all the dresses.
Have
and
you
go
seen
to
that
dress.
show?
Oh, absolutely.
I love that show.
But we don't.
Right.
But think about maybe starting a tradition in your family. If a mother or a sister or a favorite aunt, someone has a dress that you've admired, maybe with a little bit of rework, it would be perfect for you. So look at those options. Or if your community has sort of like a wedding dress carousel, maybe you will find something that is perfect for you without spending the designer label cost. But there are some fixed things, and there, you know that the young men are going to be renting that tux or that dinner jacket.
Okay, how can you get around the food? Because I know food can really hike that price up too. If you're, let's say you have an aunt or a mother who's a really good cook, is it kosher to have them cook? I mean, is that kind of...
Sure. Why not? Because that makes the wedding even more personal. But let me tell you something that my daughter said to me when we were planning her wedding. Mom, this is not a time for you to pay back all of your obligations, social obligations. So look at your guest list. Make sure that people who are attending are people who care about you, who know you, and it's not just, well, they're in the office, so I need to be sure and invite them. That's the #1 thing on that guest list, and cutting down on reception cost. Don't have an open bar. Have wine, soft drinks, some bottled waters, things like that.
Well, what do you do if someone says, hey, I thought we were friends, why didn't I get the invite? I mean, how do you handle that?
Well, that is tough, isn't it? And you have to be honest then. No, there's no fudging. You have to be honest. We've limited to our family and very close friends, and we'll be able to do something a little later.
Okay, sounds like great advice. Anything, last minute thing you could tell us for that big day, what you could do to make it very special?
Be sure and enjoy yourself. Don't get stressed out.
That's kind of hard, though, right? That's why we have those bridezillas, right? But I guess if you plan, like you said, then you wouldn't...
Plan.
Exactly.
That's right.
You wouldn't be a bridezilla. All right. Well, thanks so much.